Okay guys, we're just going to show you a quick look through the air setup on the Patrol, just how we've got it all put together. When we got the new drawer setup built, we got a ARB twin compressor mounted in the back. That's got a few switches so we can activate it from the front on the dash, as well as one either side in the gull wings. Underneath there's a 6-litre air tank, and there's outlets on the driver's side gull wing and one inside the bull bar. So we'll just give you a quick look at that setup and how we use it. At the front of the car there's an outlet just in the bull bar. We've just put a bit of like latex glove over the front of it just to keep bugs and shit out of the fitting. Okay, so you've seen this gull wing before. This is just how we've sort of got the air setup done. Just in here there's a couple of light switches, but also a switch for the compressor. That's it there. This air hose is just on a quick fist attachment, so we just pop that and can feed out as much of the hose as we need. Okay, so up here we've got the new ARB digital inflator. That's just on one of the elastic loop straps, so we just pop that, get it out. It's just got a digital readout of the pressure, so you can have it in PSI, kPa or bar. Okay, so this just uses ARB, their own sort of quick connect fittings, so that just clicks in there and it's ready to go. You just pull that and it pops it straight out. In this side gull wing we've got the ARB fitting just here, the air outlet. So we've let this tyre down, just check the pressure. It's at 13.5 PSI. Okay, so we'll just fire up the compressor. Okay, so what that does when we flick the switch, it's just pressurizing the 6-litre air tank underneath the car. So when you go to use it, you'll have that pressure in the line ready to go. So we'll just give it a bit of a test on this tyre. It was down to 13.5 PSI. So I'll just start the stopwatch. We'll run it in for 60 seconds and see what it pumps it up to. These are a 35-inch tyre on a 16-inch rim. They're 315/75 R16s. So we'll just see how it goes for 60 seconds. Okay, so you can see there it's at 13.5 PSI. So we'll just start the timer up and see what we can get in 60 seconds. Okay, so you can see it's going up to 29 PSI. So normally we'd only lower it down to about 18 or so. So that's gone up 16 PSI in a minute in a 35-inch tyre. So normally we'd only lower them down to about 18 PSI or so. So that would put it back up to about 34, which is what we normally run on the road. So it gives you a rough idea, 18 to 34 in around about a minute per tyre, which is pretty good. It's a lot quicker than the old 12-volt Ironman compressor we used to use, just one of the ones that you clip onto your battery and hook up. So as you're inflating, every time you let off the release, it will read out the current pressure, so you can see 34.5, 35, 36 psi, and just disconnect. And you can just use this to check your pressures as well when it's not connected. So you just pop your fitting off. You can just use this on its own to check your pressure, and you can actually release air from the tyre with it as well, but it's going to be a lot slower releasing tyre pressure than a sort of quickie style tyre deflator. With the way we've got it set up, because there's pressure in the line, the other side of this fitting, what I normally do if there's pressure in it is just hold the relief valve and connect it. Just helps it get it on a little bit easier. You can see here, the screen has a backlight, so you can actually see it at night time as well. But the function button just scrolls through PSI, KPA, bar. So another thing that's good with these air compressors and the fittings is you can actually just use this to blow out your car if you've got a heap of sand or dirt in your floor mats or anything like that. Or you can actually fit a little blowgun, but works just as easy to just hold on to this and just blow crap out of the car. Okay, so these are, like I said, just ARB's quick connect fittings. Pretty easy to use. Just push straight together. Just pull this black tab down, pops it out. When we finish with that, just throw it up there. Throw that elastic loop around. That's not going anywhere. These fittings here work the same. Just click straight in. And if for any reason we need to get somewhere that this can't reach from that outlet, we'll just click it into the bull bar and run it off there. Also up in here, just behind the airline, just velcroed on a little plastic container. It's an old battery container from one of our torches. So this is just a little air fitting kit that comes with the airline. So these little plastic fittings are great for just inflating those, you know, like mattresses or things used in the pool or at the beach. There's a spare fitting in there. There's an attachment for the little ball valve, like the needle valve, to inflate beach balls and stuff with, and just that's basically just like a little connector. So we just keep that on a bit of Velcro just up the back, out of the way. So it's always there if we need to use it for anything. Okay, so the 6-litre air compressor tank is just under this side of the car. It's tucked up sort of alongside the chassis rail, so it's up high and it won't get hit by anything. And the ARB twin compressor is mounted on the right hand side, down the right hand side of our new drawer setup, just behind a false panel, so it's just hidden out of the way. We've got a couple of switches to turn the compressor on, just one either side and one on the dash, so we can activate it while the car's running from the front if we need to. Okay, so that gives you a quick idea of our air setup in the Patrol. It definitely works a lot better than our old compressor that we use. It's a lot quicker just having it all set up, just straight on a switch. And that twin compressor pumps the tyres really quickly. Like you saw, in about a minute a tyre, it put 16 psi into the tyres, which is the most range we would ever do, sort of 18 to 34 on road and 18 on the beach. It's rare that we ever go any lower than that, so around a minute a tyre, pretty happy with that sort of time. Okay, so thanks for watching this video, and we'll see you in the next one.